Today, we are taking you on a hike to one of the most stunning landscapes we've ever seen, the Zhangjiajie National Park, which also inspired the Avatar movies. After that, we will keep exploring China's Hunan province and visit two beautiful ancient towns, Furong and Fenghuang, so make sure to stay tuned until the end. We arrived in Zhangjiajie by plane and took a taxi to Wulingyuan, where one of the entrances to the national park is located. The next morning, we got up early and headed straight to the park. Well, this is not how we imagined going on a hike, but at least it was comfy. We took the world's largest outdoor lift, the Bailong elevator, and finally laid our eyes upon the magnificent landscape. More than 3,000 of these sandstone pillars stand tall in the park, one of them reaching a staggering 1,080 meters in height. They are a result of physical erosion caused by water, ice and plants, and date back around 400 million years. The park is divided into multiple scenic areas, and you can easily spend 2 to 3 days here. We followed our own DIY route to be able to see all the major attractions in just one day. Besides the pillars, there are many fascinating formations, such as the world's first bridge, a natural rock formation connecting two mountain peaks. People tie red ribbons to trees along the path, wishing for good fortune. Apparently, the higher you tie your ribbon, the higher the chances of your wish coming true. There are many food options available throughout the park. There is even a McDonald's on one of the mountain tops. You don't need to arrive overly prepared, just make sure to pack some waterproof gear, sun protection and water. By the time we reached the top of the mountain, rain was pouring in streams and visibility became pretty bad. Everyone was leaving the park, so we headed to the cable car too. The ride must be spectacular in good weather though. We wanted to take a detour to the 10-mile gallery, a scenic tram route in the park leading along the foot of the pillars. Sadly, we wouldn't have been able to see anything, so we headed back to our hotel. We recommend booking your tickets in advance on trip.com because they sell out quickly. Also try to get there as early as possible before the large tourist crowds arrive on tour buses. There are many restaurants and a night market in Wulingyuan where you can indulge in local cuisine. We were planning to visit the Tianmen Mountain, so we stayed 2 nights at the recently built Sansilaf hotel in Zhangjiajie to have an easy access to the cable car. Sadly, the weather crossed our plans in the end, and we didn't actually make it up the mountain because of the heavy rain and awful visibility. So, we opted for a nice dinner instead. The weather is an important factor in the region. In fact, the park and the mountain can be visited all year round, but May and June bring many rainy days. We also learned from our hotel receptionist that Douyin, the Chinese TikTok, is the perfect place to check for live weather conditions. It seems like that someone in China is uploading a video at any random place you pick at any time on any given day. We headed to the train station the next day and hopped on the bullet train to our next destination, Furong. The journey took around half an hour and cost 40 yuan per person. Furong greeted us with a jaw-dropping scenery. Traditional wooden houses are lined up along the river, leading to a picturesque waterfall that we will go see a bit later. We crossed the Tuwang-covered bridge to the southern side of the old town and kept exploring the ancient streets. People were super friendly in this town and seemed to be genuinely excited to see us. You can really tell that this area of China doesn't receive as many foreign visitors yet. We stopped for a quick lunch at one of the many riverside restaurants. This was actually one of our food mishaps. The innocent chicken stir-fry turned out to be only chicken intestines. Ouch. The town has a history of more than 2,000 years and is mostly inhabited by the Tujia ethnic group to this day. Their signature architectural style is still well preserved. The famous Wuli Street, meandering through the town, is probably the best place to take a closer look at the buildings. We stayed at a charming traditional hotel called Baya Wharf Inn and had a fantastic time there. The room came with a cozy balcony overlooking the river and a cute tea set. The staff looked quite concerned that we must be very hungry after walking around so much and quickly brought us some Chinese tea and fruit as soon as we settled in. After the sun had set, the lights started to turn on and illuminate the ancient buildings. Despite the rain, we spent the evening walking around the old town. Every building was beautifully lit up and the city had a completely different vibe this time. This is when you really start to appreciate its charm. The stilted wooden buildings look like houses straight from a fairy tale. The highlight was definitely the waterfall, lit up in beautiful, ever-changing colors. There is a path to walk around it, and you can admire it from all angles on different levels of the city. In summer, the illumination started around 7 PM as soon as it gets a bit dark, so make sure to plan accordingly if you are here on a day trip without spending the night. It's also worth noting that there is a small entry fee of 108 yuan to the town. Our next stop, Fenghuang, was just a short 30-minute train ride away, and we paid 44 yuan per person for the train tickets. The Phoenix town was definitely much more busy than Furong. Even already at the train station, there were many tour operators waiting to catch tourists. We headed straight to our accommodation, a traditional hotel with a balcony overlooking the stilted houses along the river. These buildings might look a bit rough from the outside, especially in the rain, but don't let their looks fool you. On the inside, most of them are perfectly renovated with all the modern amenities you could wish for. We wandered around the streets of the old town for a couple of hours and marveled at the beautiful traditional architecture. The city has one of the best preserved old towns in the region, with many fine examples of Ming and Qing style architecture. Fenghuang is also home of the Miao and Tujia ethnic groups, which make up more than half of the city's population. The ancient town center is more than 300 years old and was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008. By now, tourism has become a clear driver here. You can see countless souvenir shops, restaurants, and small establishments selling local delicacies as well as costume rental places along the streets. The city is probably still relatively unknown outside of China. We only saw a handful of foreign tourists in the city. We tried to escape the rain for a moment and grabbed a hearty noodle soup with a view for lunch. It managed to warm us up a bit, so we continued to explore the river and its banks. We crossed the river over the jumping stone bridge and headed to the famous Suqiao snow bridge. You can walk up to both levels to take a closer look at the stone and wooden structure. For an even better view, you can continue up to the busy Yunqiao bridge. From here, you have an amazing view of the old town and all the bridges of Fenghuang. We found it especially interesting to walk around in the evening, which lends the town a completely different atmosphere. Buildings are beautifully illuminated, and we even saw a couple of performances going on. There are also boat tours you can join to enjoy the light-ups from the river and get a closer look at the dance performers. The town was absolutely bustling during nighttime. There were countless bars filled with people and parties you could join. Chinese tourists also love dressing up in Miao attire to do photo shoots, and many shops offer costume rental and makeup service if you'd like to have a go yourself. We hope you enjoyed Hunan province as much as we did. Let us know in the comments which one was your favorite city. Also, we link to the entrance tickets to the national park, our one-day itinerary, and our recommended hotels and restaurants below. You can also read about each destination in detail on our website, see the links under the video. Next week, we conclude our journey through China and share our 2-week itinerary, perfect for first-timers, including must-visit attractions such as the Great Wall and the Forbidden City in Beijing, the Terracotta Army in Xi'an, and so on. We will share our experience and tips about planning your trip, booking transportation and hotels, and also a useful cost breakdown of our journey. So make sure to subscribe and see you next week!